Okay, so let's say we're given an array where every element in the array represents the price of a given stock at a particular day. And we're told here to return the maximum profit we can make if we sold on a single day and then bought on a different day in the future. So for looking at example 1, we can see here we have an array of prices where, for example, here we can see that on day 1, the price of the stock is 7. On day 2, the price of the stock is 1. On day 3, the price of the stock is 3. On day 3, the price of the stock is 5, sorry. And etc. And as you can see here, if we bought on day 2 and we sold on day 5, right? If we sold on day 5, would make a profit of 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5. We're also told that if we cannot make a profit, we should return 0. So looking at example 2, you can see that this is always decreasing. So we can't buy on a day and sell on a different day in the future because we'll make a loss. So therefore, the maximum profit we get here is 0. So let's look at how we're going to solve this algorithmically. Okay, so our general strategy would be to buy low as possible and sell high as possible on a different day in the future. What we're going to do here is iterate over the array. Looking at our example, we're going to iterate over the array, and we're going to keep track of 2 variables. We're going to keep track of the maximum profit because that's what we're returning, and also we're keeping track of the lowest price, which will tell us the best days to buy, right? The best day to buy. So let's start. So beginning on day 1, we could see that the price of the stock is 7, right? And so far, our maximum profit is 0. Obviously, we've not made any profit. And our lowest price so far is 7. Okay, so now moving on to day 2, right? Day 2, we could see that if we sell, so we bought on day 1, right? If we sell on day 2, we'll make a loss. So far, our maximum profit is still 0. And the lowest price, what we're going to do here, the lowest price is 1. So now we're no longer going to be buying on day 1. We're going to be buying on day 2 now because it's a lower price. Now moving on, we're going to move on to day 3. Day 3, if we sold on day 3, so we bought on day 2 now. If we sold on day 3, we're going to make a profit of 4, right? And lowest price doesn't change. Moving on to day 4. Day 4, if we sold on day 4 and bought, and so far we're still buying on day 2 because the lowest price has not changed, we still we'll make a profit of 2, which is less than our maximum profit so far. So we're going to move on to day 5. Day 5, what is the maximum profit? 6 minus 1 is 5, which is greater than 4. So therefore, now our new maximum profit is 5, right? Are we going to change our lowest price? No, we can't change lowest price because 6 is greater than 1, so we can't buy on day 5. No, we shouldn't buy on day 5. It's not the best strategy. Now moving on to day 6. If we sold on day 6, bought on day 1, on day 2, sorry, would make a profit of 3, which is less than 5. Therefore, we can't update our maximum profit, and our lowest price we can't update it. So that's the general strategy. So now let's move on to the code and see how this looks like in code. We are going to keep track of 2 variables whilst iterating over the prices array. So the 2 variables we're keeping track of is the maximum profit, which is what we're returning, the maximum profit, and the lowest priced, which tells us the best price to buy at so far, right? And we are going to also, so now we're going to iterate. As we iterate over the array, we're going to update both variables, right? So first we're going to update the maximum profit, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a potential profit that we could make for every element, right? So that's going to be equal to the element right now minus the lowest price that we've seen previously, right? So we're assuming that we're selling at this element. What profit will we make? Yeah. So let's say potential profit. right? Now, if this potential profit is greater than our maximum profit so far, then we can update our maximum profit to this potential profit. It's now our new maximum profit. And also we're going to update the lowest price, right, to tell us the best time to buy so far, right? The lowest price to buy so far, right? And so if the element is less than the lowest price, then we're going to update our lowest price, right? And we're going to return the maximum profit. Okay, so let's run it and see if we get accepted results. Yep. And submit. As you can see, got it.